My name's Carmen, and my brother is an addict. Was. My brother was an addict. This morning, sorry. Before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. Still a cook. Just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we used to cook a lot together when we were kids. It's one of the closest. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open up a restaurant together. We had a name, a vibe, all that. My brother, he just had this way of making you feel confident in yourself. Like when I was a kid, I was nervous. I was afraid. I wouldn't want to do something. He'd tell me to just face it. He'd always say, "Just get it over with." So stupid, but he'd tell me to just let it rip. He was loud and he was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability. He could just walk into a room and he could take the temperature of it instantly. He could just dial it in. And I'm not built like that, man. I didn't have many friends growing up. I had this terrible stutter, so I was afraid to speak half the time. I got shitty grades in school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have any girlfriends, and I don't think I'm funny. But, I always thought my brother was like my best friend. Like we just knew everything about each other. Except everybody thought he was his best friend too, He was that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As I got older, I realized I didn't know my brother at all, really. He had stopped letting me into the restaurant a couple years ago. He just cut me off cold. And that really hurt, And I think that flipped a switch in me, where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And since we had this connection through food, and since he had made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I came up with this plan where I was gonna work at all the best restaurants in the world. I'm like I'm gonna go off and work in real kitchens. Like, fuck mom and pop's little piece of shit, right? And the more I hear myself say it, the more ridiculous and stupid it sounds. But that's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me, and I separated herbs, and I chopped oysters and clams and uni. I got cuts on my hands. I had garlic and onions and peppers in my fingernails and my eyes. Skin, it was always dry and oily at the same time, and I had these calluses on my fingers from the knives, and my stomach was fucked, but it was everything, And then one day this funny thing kind of happened, which was like for the first time in my life, I started to find this little station for myself, and I was fast, and I wasn't afraid. It was all clear to me, and I felt okay. I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temp sauces, all that shit, And when someone new come to the restaurant to try and stage, man, I look at them like they were competition. Like, yo, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker, you know, and I just felt like I could speak through my food. Like I could communicate through my creativity, man. And that kind of confidence, you know, for the first time in my life, I was finally fucking good at something. So new and raw and exciting, and I just wanted him to know. And fuck, I don't know, be like, good job. But the more he wouldn't respond, the more our relationship, it kind of strained. The deeper into this I went, and the better I got, you know? And the more people I just cut out of my life, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen, it was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive. And I just lost track of time, and he died. And he left me the restaurant. And over the past couple months, you know, I've been fixing up because it's in rough shape. And I think it's clear to me now that me wanting to fix the restaurant is me wanting to fix whatever happened to my brother. You know, maybe the whole family. Because that place, it has, and it does mean a lot to a lot of people. It means a lot to me. You know, I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.
Knock it off.